Every morning at exactly 8, there's a man in my neighborhood, late 60s, who takes his dog out for a walk. He doesn't show off, he doesn't try to impress, and he certainly isn't chasing attention. Yet every time he passes by, people notice. The young barista at the corner cafe blushes when she sees him. Married women sneak a second glance. Teenagers whisper to each other, "Who is that guy?" Right next door, there's another man. Same age, same street, same daily dog walk, but no one lifts their head from their phone. He's invisible, as if he doesn't exist. So here's the question. How can two men of the same age, living in the same circumstances, create such completely different reactions? What's the secret? Most men over 60 don't want to admit the truth. You didn't lose your magnetism with age, you cut it off yourself. Not physically, but spiritually. You were told to act your age. You were told to stop caring whether women noticed you. You were told that wanting to be desired was shallow. And little by little, you killed off the edge that once made you magnetic. But deep down, you remember. You remember how it felt when women lit up around you. You remember how just walking into a room could shift the energy instantly. You remember being the man other men wanted to be. That man didn't die. He's still inside you, buried under years of conditioning, and it's time to dig him back out. My name is Daniel Ross. For the past 20 years, I've worked with men from all walks of life. Executives in New York, entrepreneurs in Los Angeles, retirees in Chicago, and I've noticed something fascinating. Some men age and become more magnetic. Others fade into the background and vanish from notice. And the difference, it has nothing to do with money, good looks, or luck. It's all about how they choose to live. Let me give you a story. I once worked with a man named Michael, a 62-year-old retired engineer. When I first met him, he told me, "Daniel, I feel invisible. Women don't even look at me anymore." 6 months later, he called me, his voice buzzing with excitement. "I don't know what happened, but I've got 3 women asking me out, and I wasn't even chasing them." What changed? He didn't dye his hair. He didn't go under the knife. He didn't buy a flashy sports car. What he did was far more powerful. He rediscovered himself. He reignited passions he had buried. He stopped performing for other people's approval. He began carrying himself like a man with secrets worth knowing. And that single shift turned him magnetic again. Here's the problem. Most men stopped evolving decades ago. They settled into routines. They became predictable, not just to women, but to themselves. And predictability is the death of magnetism. So ask yourself, when was the last time you did something that surprised the people who know you best? When was the last time you learned a skill no one expected you to pick up? When was the last time you spoke an opinion that made others pause and rethink their own beliefs? If you can't remember, that's the reason women's eyes glaze over when you speak. Here's the twist that most people never see. Coming truly magnetic men in their 60s and beyond aren't trying to act like teenagers. They're not in some imaginary competition with 25-year-olds at the gym or chasing trends to look younger. No. Their power comes from the opposite, by leaning fully into who they are. They've built layers of depth that younger men simply can't imitate. Hard-earned wisdom, steady confidence, a grounded perspective that only decades of living can create. And women, believe it or not, are starving for that kind of energy because it's so rare today. But here's the paradox. The men who radiate the most attraction don't actually need anything from women. They enjoy feminine energy. They admire beauty. Because women can detect neediness instantly. They can sense when a man's interest is really a trap and when they feel that they run. I once knew a man, let's call him David. Every time he spotted a beautiful woman, he would crack loud jokes, exaggerate his stories, lean in too close. He thought he was being charming. But beneath it all, women could feel his desperation. They saw the hunger in his eyes, and instead of being drawn in, they stepped back. David never understood why. Don't make his mistake. Don't be David. So the question is, how do you rebuild real presence when you're 60, 70, even 80 years old? Let me give you 3 powerful steps. Step 1. Fall in love with your own life again. Not to impress anyone else, but for you. Pick up that guitar you left in the attic. Enroll in an Italian class. Step into a boxing gym. Start writing that book you always said you'd write. Passion is magnetic. When a man is lit up by his own fire, people notice, especially women. Society may expect you to be done, but passion tells the world you're just getting started. Step 2. Practice selective engagement. The barista at the cafe smiles at you. Smile back. Hold her gaze for a moment. Appreciate it, and then let it go. That's what I call magnetic detachment. It communicates, I enjoy this moment, but I don't need it to go anywhere. That quiet abundance makes women lean in. They feel safe and curious around it. Step 3, detach from the outcome. This isn't coldness, it's independence. Picture this, you're having dinner with a woman, she excuses herself from the table. Most men panic. Did I say something wrong? Did I lose her interest? But the magnetic man, he takes a sip of wine, enjoys the atmosphere, stays calm. That grounded energy is intoxicating. And here's what happens: women start chasing your approval. They wonder what's going on in your mind. They hope you find them interesting. You become the prize. And here's the beautiful irony. Once you stop craving women's attention, you'll find yourself getting more of it than you ever imagined. But this time it doesn't control you. It doesn't own you. You walk into a room and the energy shifts. You don't even have to speak, your presence alone does the talking. Women can't stop thinking about you, even if all you offered was a single smile. Now, I want to hear from you. When was the last time you felt magnetic? When women were drawn to you, not because you chased, but because of who you were being in that moment. Share your story in the comments, because other men need to see that this energy is real and that it's possible at any age. And if you're serious about living the rest of your life as a man who turns heads, who feels fully alive, and who remains in control of his own destiny, then it's time to join our Senior Men's Club. This community is built for men like you. Men who refuse to fade into the background. Men who know they still have chapters left to write. Because let's be honest, this isn't only about attraction. It's about something much bigger. It's about reclaiming your magnetism. It's about protecting your sexual vitality, sharpening your mental edge, and even strengthening your financial freedom. Every single week inside our community, we share practical tools, proven strategies, and mindset shifts that help men in their 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond live with unstoppable confidence, renewed energy, and a sense of peace most people never get to experience. These years don't have to be a slow fade into the background. They can be the most powerful, most fulfilling, and most exciting chapter of your entire life. But only if you choose it. That's why we created the Elderly Wisdom Diaries. It's completely free, it's private, and it's built for men who refuse to settle for being invisible. Inside, you'll find guidance, brotherhood, and that sharp edge most men your age have long forgotten. This is your chance to surround yourself with other men who are choosing to live boldly, not quietly disappearing. So if you're ready for more than just existing, if you're ready to feel alive again, click the link in the description or the pinned comment and join us today. Don't put it off. Your future self will thank you. And next week, we're diving into a powerful question. Why do some men become legends as they age, while others become nothing more than old men telling the same tired stories on repeat? Trust me, you do not want to miss that. So hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and step back into the man you were always meant to be, because your story isn't finished. In fact, it's just getting started.